All right, so let's do the Bush League. In week two, Tower Baron Squared won, beat Zexorus's team, and hey Zex, this is for you. How's your is your arm sore from all those throws? Is your arm sore, Zex?
Wah,
I think that's about
He's
been how's your
very
booty?
quiet on Discord. About
So Tower Baron's team won. Please Ben Arthas won. They beat Team 4. So now we're going to do the draft analysis for both games. We'll do these pretty quickly because we're kind of running short on time. So the first map is Sky Temple, and do you want me to wait for the graphic, Bacon, or do you just want me just to continue talking?
We have Varian versus Ragnaros. Hold on. We got to see this.
Oh, okay. All right. Boom. Oh, that was cool
transition.
Nice.
transition.
You like that?
All right, so we are on Sky Temple, and the red team has Phoenix, Diablo, Greymane, Lily, and Brightwing, and the blue team. So again, red team: Phoenix, Diablo, Greymane, Lily, and Brightwing, and the blue team has Stukov, Tracer, ETC, Sonya. Is there any character that can save blue team here?
Obviously, Tassadar.
Nope. They need damage. Blue has nothing for poke.
They have nothing, and they're also against double heals.
Yeah.
Well,
This is rough.
What if they go Varian?
Yeah.
Is there only a
Yeah,
shot
but-
Varian killing Phoenix?
All that into a Brightwing and Diablo, like
It's
you
tough.
dive in.
It's tough.
Ooh.
I think you
Yeah.
find a way to out macro the red team, the enemy team. You
Oh,
find a
okay.
way to out macro. I mean, they've got double support. Phoenix and Greymane do provide a lot of macro potential, but because they have this double support, they're still missing. They still don't have enough wave clear, I guess, really, to deal with somebody that just like pushes them hard and punishes that. And I think, I think honestly, you just run a Zagara here if you're the blue team, and you just like run it down a lane, and you force multiple people to have to deal with you while your team just does the rest of the shit. And if they leave you alone, then you just run rampant all over the place. And I mean, I know this, and the reason I say Zagara, I know this is a Bush League game. I'm pretty sure Zagara can get a lot of value here in this composition. But I mean, you just look to force him to rotate to Zagara. You've got a Tracer, you've got an ETC look to get a pick around the map or something. But
I got it. You want TLV?
Ooh,
What's that?
Shield. Lost
Lost
Vikings.
Vikings.
Lost Vikings.
Oh,
that's a
Okay.
good one. That's a good one too.
Right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just 4-man around in the map. You've got
They
the
have
kill pressure.
dog
you've got the
shit
pick
wave
potential.
clear.
Yep.
You don't need wave clear when they're dead, dude.
That's actually a really good idea. I think the Vikings is the way to go, but I feel like
That's
Gazlo.
not gonna work.
It
No
seems to
way.
me, I guess, what the blue team needs, you would think they need more damage, but I think sustained damage won't work with the double heals. I think you really have to have a way to isolate someone and blow them up.
yeah, the thing is that like
you gotta
potentially
isolate
both
or just
healers
burst someone
have
down.
both healers may have cleanse though.
Mm-hmm.
That is
so-
true. That's
So
true.
that's another thing. So yeah, you guys feel
What
like
about
that? What
Gazlo?
if?
I'm being serious. here.
Gazlo? What's Gazlo gonna do?
Well,
Graviton Surge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the
Graviton
the
bomb.
the bomb,
Graviton
Gravel
Surge
bomb?
is Zarya.
Yeah,
Graviton Surge Bomb.
Yeah, actually, that could work. ETC is probably gonna get interrupted, but you could do a mosh pit, and just to have enough time for the Graviton Surge Wombo combo to go off, just as a setup for Gazlo.
yeah.
Sonya leaps in. Tracer pulse bomb, Stukov silences. That could work.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the Gazlo doesn't overextend, while laning, yeah, it could work.
Wait, is Gazlo really the best call here, guys? Really? When is Gazlo the right pick?
I I will say this: the red team did. It was a really good comp.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm back. Am I here?
We're back.
Yeah, your
Sorry,
audio.
every-
I didn't know if it was me. Or
I
if
know,
it was-
no,
I
yeah,
thought I
it's
froze for a
Yeah,
second.
same here.
Oh
Like,
shit!
what?
There goes the
Was
podcast.
that
Yeah,
Skype?
yeah, something froze.
Skype
Maybe that was
server?
Skype because like everybody froze on my screen,
Yeah.
but I was still talking.
Same here.
Skype, what a piece of shit.
Say that again.
Anyways, the team, the draft that the red team has here is actually pretty good. I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy good.
insane.
Yeah.
As
they got-
soon
they
as
got
as soon as
on Sky Temple, and a Brightwing. Dude,
Yeah.
come on.
Well,
Lily's just icing on the cake.
yeah. So for those of you who didn't watch Bush League, the red team is Please Don't Ban Arthas, which is Tower Brand's team.
Please don't ban
And,
Diablo.
Oh, sorry. Please Don't Ban Diablo. And blue team went with Tastar, and the game ended in 12 minutes. So yeah.
I think
Yeah.
a Falstad would have been a decent choice.
I was thinking Falstad Gus.
Falstad would have been
isolate.
actually pretty good too.
That-
It's
that
still
Interesting.
might be their best pick
Yeah.
because I mean,
you can look to
Phoenix-
isolate
yeah,
works or something.
Phoenix
Yeah.
does a shit ton of damage. He could zone out Tracer. He has amazing wave clear right now.
Mhm.
You know, it's just
What about
you need a
Hanzo?
way to isolate. Hanzo,
Man.
No, they're just gonna heal them back up.
Brightwing or Lily could both have a cleanse to break that up.
Chad has
Diablo's-
been saying
Hmm?
Tychus.
I don't think Tychus
Oh.
gets value because of this Lily.
Yeah.
Your trait still goes through when you're blinded, right?
You really have to get an initial attack first to proc his trait.
Well, even if you Odin, then you go Odin, and then a lot of your damage is just shut down.
Why is no one saying KTZ?
God.
I don't know.
You got, they have bad dive for you. They can't dive KTZ well, so
Diablo can dive. KTZ's range is not that big.
You
Yeah.
QE as Diablo, and then Phoenix just presses R with Planet Cracker, and you're dead because
yeah.
that's enough time for Planet Cracker to kill you.
Planet Cracker is whack. Actually, I like
Whack.
it, but you don't.
Whack.
My best use for Planet Cracker is using it on the guy who's like 5% health trying to escape. Because before these nerfs, his auto attack was so good that why would you root yourself to deal the same amount of damage and they can dodge it?
Yeah.
What about Gul'dan? If you go Horrify and split up the team.
I think if you want to do that, maybe you go with the Falstad instead, because the Falstad still gives you can still split up your team, the team with the Gust. You can do that. You positioning wise, you gotta have to make some things happen there. But the Falstad also provides you with the global,
Boss control.
wave clear, boss control, macro,
Yeah.
things that the enemy team they have with this Brightwing. But if you have the Falstad, you do it a little bit better.
Okay.
And at level 10, if you're the Falstad, you just look to match the Brightwing rotations, and if she's looking to phase shift in, you can just gush her away and cancel that, and then fly down yourself, and it's a 5v4. Look to do that. But
Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel confident with any of the other than I think Vikings for me is probably the best way to go.
It really is just because of that Phoenix pick. I don't know. It really doesn't make sense to me how they let that through. But
Well, like
it was gifted.
Yeah,
They-
EBS plays Diablo almost exclusively, so I think they expected him to be first picked
And they get
and Phoenix to
Phoenix.
go through.
Yeah.
yeah. But they banned
Yeah.
Mal for it, which is
that's puzzling since no one plays Malf on that team.
I've been playing Mouth. Actually,
Really?
they sniped during the mid ban. They sniped Uther, who I was going to pick instead of Brightwing.
Yeah, but
Daz knows I plays Uther.
I don't know. Your Malf isn't first ban worthy.
From what I've learned
Oh,
playing these
Intel,
Bush League
intel.
games,
inside information.
No,
in Bush League games, you got to have a healer that has to save people from making mistakes. and Brightwing kind of has that with the Phase
Yep.
Shield, the Polymorph, and Emerald Wind. Malf does pretty good damage output, and he helps lock down with the roots, but he can't save anybody. And that's why I think he can't really solo heal in these Bush League games, because he doesn't have a way to save people's.
I don't know. I did that week one, and
Dispositions.
we won. What are you
I
talking
think
about?
Zuni did that. That was the old Zuni show.
I didn't know that. I didn't think
Hey
Malf
man,
won.
Twilight Dream. Ganja said that's a HEC quality Twilight Dream there, level 20. To win the game.
What
The,
do
said
you,
the teleport retreat Twilight Dream.
yeah.
But, oh, come on,
Retreat Dream.
Fringe.
But all right, anyway, so let's move on to the next draft.
But one
Yeah.
last given that the Phoenix team pretty much won the draft, Daz's team I think did pretty well given their situation. Like they actually
True.
had a couple moments where they could have turned the tide of the
Yeah.
game, but let's give credit where credit's due. Tower Baron actually made some plays to keep Greymane alive and keep the fight going. So
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And I think next week, Team 4, Daz's team, is going to be the hungriest of all the teams after
I hope so.
after a bad beats, because last week it was our turn to have the bad beats, and definitely you get more pumped up the next week to not let that happen again. So I think Zexrus's team is going to probably have the hardest time.
Well, I think it's because Zexrus is going to have an injury because he's been throwing so much that his arm won't be able to play very well.
Oh,
So,
shit.
He needs some Tommy John surgery after this.
yes, Zex's team has a big hill to climb. So, but
Yeah.
I look forward to that. So, all right, let's go on to the second game, which was Infernal Shrines. So the blue team was Diablo, Stukov, Junkrat, Greymane, and Dahaka. Again, for Infernal Shrines, Diablo, Stukov, Junkrat, Greymane, and Dahaka. And the red team went Lucio, Chromie, Anubarak, and Blaze. Lucio, Chromie, Anubarak, and Blaze. So how would you round out the red team? Let's go to Old Backpack.
They need DPS, like lots of it. They need sustained DPS. Well, I go Tassia because I love Tassia. She counters the Greymane really well. She kills both the Hawk and Diablo. Yeah,
Cassius takes a lot of damage from Junkrat.
Yeah.
And
And
gets-
Diablo
yeah,
could lock her
and
down
Diablo.
and she could get blown up while she's stunned.
And Stukov silence will really fuck her.
What about Stukov? Oh, no, sorry. So what about Tychus? Sorry, what about Tychus?
That would have been my pick. I want some percent damage
Yeah.
to be able to threaten Diablo and Dahaka a little bit too.
Not to mention Odin provides a lot of control on the shrine. You know,
Yeah,
you've got this
that
big
as well.
thing, and you want to fight on the shrine, and Odin's out pumping some damage out. It's pretty powerful. I mean, Tychus. I'm trying to remember the draft. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah, Tychus is definitely a strong option here, for sure. If not Tychus, I don't know, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
What about
Hanzo Q
Maev?
build? Hanzo Q
Maev?
build.
Hanzo
Hanzo could be pretty good too,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He gets a lot of value from his Q build on the shrine.
Well,
Yeah, the biggest
sorry.
thing I would the biggest thing I'd be concerned about if we went Hanzo is like we're pretty squishy. We have Lucio, Chromie, Hanzo against this Diablo, Greymane, Dahaka. Like, yeah, we have some tools. We've got Bunker. We've got Sound Barrier. However, considering Diablo and the way he works on this map, it's kind of scary to go with that Hanzo. Tychus at least has some more tankiness, some more survivability against a hero like Diablo.
Yes, but also like this comp with Chromie and Lucio, it's a very defensive pokey comp to begin with. Then Hanzo enhances that poke, and
Yeah,
like
definitely.
the Blaze and Anubarak, like as good as they are in dives, they're also pretty good tanks in terms of peel, slowing down the enemy engage. They're one of the better tank combos to do that with Cocoon and all their stuns and oil slicks and whatnot. So
I wouldn't
So,
mind a Ragnaros.
it'll
either.
it'll
Ooh.
definitely be a slow game. Rag, I don't know, man. Rag will get Diablo, and then you get Junkrat.
I don't-
At
I
level
don't know,
13,
what?
you
I
get
don't
armor
know.
when Diablo stuns you.
Yeah,
you're-
and then
you're
you
pretty
get giant
tanky.
killer. You get giant killer on your
Yeah,
head. on
you
your
get giant
shield.
killer at level
I don't
16.
know. Rags
Shit.
and a
He's
shrine
good at
control.
defending and
Rag is gonna get
sieging
popped,
the
though.
shrine.
However, you've already got some overlap with the Blaze. We'll give you that. All right, there's some overlap.
Well, Blaze has a bunker to help Ragnaros survive a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
Ragnaros actually is not. That's just another. Yeah.
I
bad.
think he's a decent pick.
Yeah. A sulfurious smash right on the temporal loop right there. Just
Ragnaros
Yeah,
doesn't
or
do
a
too well
Blaze Star.
against double tanks nowadays, though.
So, question though:
I
Does
think
Rag
he
check
does
bushes?
play the game. I think he does. What's that?
Does Rag check bushes?
Yeah, I could.
You could do it with
I mean,
Meteor, of course.
Yeah, I know,
all
I'm
these heroes check bushes. Huh?
I mean, yeah, that's Kappa.
I
You should
don't
watch the
really
game.
see the Ragnaros. I'll have to be proven wrong.
Wait,
But
wait. You're dropping kappas now?
Yeah, I dropped Kappas now. I learned from
June is
you.
on the show. Now you're dropping kappas as if
Yeah.
you're all
That's what I
casual.
learned.
You're just dropping kappa now after like 2 years. You're just gonna like,
You
oh,
gotta learn, yo.
kappa this, kappa that.
Yeah, he's
this
about
is
to
the
drop that
this is
monk
the
at
evolution
S
of
now.
Game Push.
Yep, Kappa.
We're just gonna self-moderate our jokes. Okay, all right. Oh God, all right. Sorry to interrupt. I had to call that out though. It had to be done. It had to
Does
be
anyone
said.
else think that the back line's kind of immobile and not a lot of CC? Like if someone dove in the back,
For which
Yeah.
team?
like the blue team is pretty immobile with the Stukov Junkrat. Everyone think like a Somro or like a Zeratul be able to kind of disrupt them a little bit.
Junkrat's not bad. Junkrat's pretty mobile. I'd say he's pretty
Yeah,
mobile.
Junkrat's pretty hard to lock down.
Yeah, because you can blast away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Zeratul's sticky though. You can just Vorpal onto him.
Yeah,
That
but
is
then
true.
you're the only one in the back line doing that. And
You have an Uber.
then you got 5 people collapsing on you. You don't got Nubarak because the Nubarak got knocked back by Junkrat's mine.
Well, assuming you engage at the right time, I guess.
Yeah.
Like when the front line's already occupied.
I mean, my pick is Hanzo. So, like, you get Chromie with, if you, there's the vision from your minions in the lane that gives you vision on part of the shrine, right? On one side of the shrine, you use good time trap placements from Chromie for other like nooks and crannies that the tanks can access, and then you use Sonic Arrow to open up the battlefield and try to look out for flanks, and you just poke. And Blaze has really good shrine clear with his AoE combo. Chromie has pretty good shrine and poke in general. Hanzo has his Q build that explodes on monsters.
I don't know. I like Tychus. Like he has the poke with the if he gets the ultimate that whatever it's called.
Odin.
Yeah, he gets the Odin for the poke that you want, and it also gives you shrine control when he goes into the Odin. And percent-based damage against Diablo sounds pretty nice.
I can see Tychus too. Yeah, definitely. But not Ragnaros. I really don't see Ragnaros, guys. I'm sorry. Would he go Q build or what build would he go?
I would go Q build. I would
Q
go
build.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you
Right,
combo
Lava,
the first
lava
smash
wave
with
or
I mean, I don't think you need lava wave. You're far enough ahead with your wave clear that. No, you want team fight, boy. You want to kill some people.
Alright. I don't know. They
But,
have just as good wave clear.
Yeah, I think the Chromie in this game went temporal loop instead of doing the slowing sands. That was a big
heard.
deal.
That was a
Yeah.
big one.
Yeah, like
And it
if they
was used
go
on the full life Diablo a lot.
yeah, that slowing sands would have provide tons of control around choke points during the objective.
Slowing Sands is awesome on shrines with the narrow choke points where it
Yeah.
covers pretty much a whole entrance.
I think if they go slowing sands and Hanzo and Chromie is kind of really good then, so because then you're putting the onus on the Dahaka to disrupt and then engage from the Dahaka, I think. But Anyway, doesn't matter. They went Alarak, and yeah, wasn't enough. Boom.
But the Alarak was very effective, though.
Yes.
Yeah, he was really
The
good.
Alarak was very good. Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
really good.
Who was it?
Well played.
That was Rosai.
Yeah,
Rosai.
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 Yeah, that was their best player.
Well
He
played
was-
with that Alarak. It was actually pretty cool because you have this Diablo, you have this Greymane, and you have that's right. What it was it was not the Tychus, and we have this Dahaka that all converge on a target,
Mm-hmm.
ideally Chromie or Lucio, and then you have the Anubarak for some peel, also for some initiation if you wanted to. You've got Blaze for peel as well, and initiation if you wanted to, and then you've got this Alarak that says anybody that comes in the zone is just gonna get destroyed by a Discord strike.
Yeah.
It was clever. It worked out. I enjoyed watching it. And that was an Alarak into 4-man, I believe. Yeah, it was an Alarak into 4-man. So he was stacking status and he was doing stuff. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was like
and I
another Chromie protector. You know, it was awesome.
Yeah, no, I told Zex if you just went Johanna with that comp, they win. But
No, not necessarily. I think if they don't fake check that bush, they win.
Yep. Yeah.
well, yeah, but whatever. Hey, 2-0. Boom.
You guys got so lucky.
All right, man. All right,
Well,
dude.
I'm like, first of all, after the game, we had a sub on our team, and the sub literally said after the win, like literally right after, he's like, I played like shit. So, and then we had a Dahaka player who's not used to playing Dahaka, at least with us. So anyway, we'll be better prepared next time we play Zex's team. So, but
Yeah, it was a fun game. It was a fun game.
yeah, it was good. All right, so our last segment this week is very brief. It's called Story Time with Fringe. So
Sit and listen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stay a
Oh,
while
sit-
and listen, everyone.
staying while and listen